The good thing, Caroline and I were kind of laughing about this on the phone the other day, because she said he just got tired, but he would always, I asked him if he wanted something to eat, and she said it was for the last few days that he was eating anything. He wanted cake.
Right.
But I thought about that in terms of that being the last couple of weeks or so of his life. Good for him.
Yeah.
Her response to me was, "You're gonna need that scooter longer if you keep eating that cake too."
Anybody else have anything you want to share? Any comments? Any thoughts?
Last time we saw him in person, we were together in Boise. Actually, we were in Caldwell for a playoff football game last year. And he made his way out. Stood out there on the sideline with us. We had Colin Tarrant with us at that point, and the first time they had seen each other in very long pictures made, and he stood out there while we played for a good half and then just got destroyed. But it was as if every other time. I mean, Bobby was always Bobby. And never do you walk away from a time with Bobby feeling anything other than, I'd like to spend some more time with Bobby. And because of that, I think I've struggled more with his death than sorry about this, but I did with my own parents.
Yeah.
And maybe because one of them been gone for a long time. And the other one was, this sounds poor, but generally happy that she's able to be in heaven. But for him, that's not the guy that I expected to outlive. And I miss being able just to have that rapport where no matter where I saw him or when I saw him or what the conversation was, Bobby was going to be Bobby.
And still learning.
All the time.
He would call, and for those of you who don't know, the last year, it was actually much longer than a year, but the last year he decided to take on the job of being a high school coach at a private school, full of influential, wealthy people's sons. Now, this was new. This was new for Bobby, and he had called me to tell me about that job, and I said, okay, this is going to be new. And it was. And while he enjoyed it, and he enjoyed working with those kids, and he cared about those kids, he wasn't ready for the new kind of problems. I mean, you put him down in Phoenix Union or something, where nobody's parents really give a flying flip, but the kids are hard to deal with. He could do that. He got that down. But what do you do when the kids pretty much listen to you and pretty much respond, except maybe for one or two? So that's not the problem, but it's the parents. And they're very involved. And they've always got something to say and always ready to tell you how you should be doing this. And then some of them make such incredible contributions to the school that then the school administrator comes to you and says, here's who you need to play. Brand new. And boy, did he struggle with that. But I can remember one of our conversations. And he was really He was having a hard time. And it came to mind that, hey, Bobby, let's look at this different. Let's take a different vantage point. What are we here for? We're here to, Derek, follow that second commandment. Love your neighbor as yourself. And I said, Bobby, this is a real challenge. And I said, it's a challenge for me too. Maybe Sam's better at it than a lot of us just because she's around it so much. But for most of us, some of the hardest people for us to genuinely love are the influential, affluent people who act like they're entitled to everything and should be given privileges and should have the things that they think they ought to have and want to let us know about it in one way or another. We talked about that. I said, Bobby, what are our marching orders? Learn how to love them. It's the only way. There's nothing else you can do that's going to make this all right until you're sold out to loving them. And he listened. He said, yeah, I see it. Then he complained. He said, but that's too hard. But he understood it. And that's what was great. Ready to keep growing. Keep learning.
All the while looking for his next job.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, can we, there's no program, you got a different idea, just speak, say something. But maybe to kind of wrap this up, could we do this? Could we just spend some time in prayer and just, as you are prompted, as you feel like it, could maybe we close this time when we're remembering Bobby by just speaking a few words of thanks and praise to the Lord for granting us the privilege of walking with Bobby for however long it was. If it was one madhouse season, if it was seeing him around the house, if whatever it was. But just to be thankful. Could we do that? There's no order. I'll be last if it starts to die down and you guys are all finished. But I just think it'd be a great way to kind of finish what we're trying to do here. Fair enough? All right, let's pray. Whoever wants to lead out and take turns. Doesn't matter if you talk over each other. It's okay. Just let's pray.
Dear Jesus, I thank you for the gift of Bobby. He wasn't only a good friend, but he was like a big brother. He was part of our family. All of us, we miss him much. He helped me through some of my toughest times. And I thank you for the guidance that he gave me then. I thank you that we were able to reconnect our friendship again. And that, yes, anytime we needed to go to him for advice, he would be there for us. And I'm gonna miss him, but I thank you so much for all the wonderful memories that you've given me from him. I'm gonna miss the dude, because I hear it in my head daily now when I think of him.